Should we start? Okay. Sahana bhavatu Sahano bhunaktu Sahaviryam karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama
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 Raghukula Bhushana Raja Rama
Raghukula Bhushana Raja Rama
Raghukula Bhushana Raja Rama
Raghukula Bhushana Raja Rama
Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama
Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama
Tapasaranjana Taraka Nama Tapasaranjana Taraka Nama Danava Bhanjana Kodanda Rama Danava Bhanjana Kodanda Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama
Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama
Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama
Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama
ശ്രീരാമ ജയ രാമ ജയ ജയ രാമ 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 जानकी राम जानकी राम श्री रघुराम श्री रघुराम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय जय राम जय जय राम जानकी राम जय जय राम जानकी राम जानकी राम जानकी राम बोलिए श्याम रामचंद्र की जय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय 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 ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Humble prostrations to one and all present here. From today onwards, we are going to see the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What is the name of the chapter? Karma Yoga. How many chapters are there in Gita? 18. Among all these 18 chapters, third chapter is the most popular chapter. It is the most popular chapter because it is the most practical chapter. Almost all questions you will find answered in this chapter. What are the questions which are answered in this chapter? Swamiji, how to have peace and harmony in family life? So then we say, go to third chapter of Gita. Swamiji, how to succeed in business? Well, third chapter has the answer. Swamiji, how to control this mind? This mind is a very fickle, wandering mind, very difficult to control. How to control it? Well, third chapter can guide you. Swamiji, can you give some tips for meditation? Well, third chapter has the answer. Swamiji, how to perform our duties and responsibilities in this world? Well, third chapter is meant for that. Swamiji, how to break these bad habits? How to come out of addictions in life? Well, third chapter is the way. So you will find that almost every question, every spiritual question is beautifully answered in this third chapter. And therefore, our Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, if he has spoken one chapter the maximum, that is the third chapter. If there is one chapter which everybody in this world must listen to, that is third chapter. Other chapters, whether they listen or not, doesn't matter. So, this third chapter tells you how to intelligently live your life. This is the most important chapter. Do you need peace, harmony, prosperity? Then studying third chapter is a must. Because living life is very, very complicated. It is not easy. Because in this world, body is complicated, mind is complicated, world is complicated. So in this complicated world, we are asked to employ this complicated instrument, the body, mind and intellect. Not easy. There is no wonder why suicide rates are increasing. Every 1 hour, 100 people are committing suicide. Imagine how much of misery is there in this world. So, there is a way in which we can live a beautiful life, a life which gives us peace, a life where we are in harmony with the world, in harmony with people around us. There is a beautiful way in which we can handle every situation so beautifully well that we are all the time at peace. So there is a right way of living, and there are so many wrong ways of living. So therefore, scriptural guidance is absolutely essential. Yash shastra vidhim utsrujya vartate kamakaratah nasasiddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Bhagavan makes it very clear. A person who lives an indulgent life, completely ignoring the guidance given by the scriptures, such a person, na sukham, na siddhim, na sukham, na param gatim. In this world itself, he will be miserable. There is no question of attaining enlightenment. Even here in this world, he will live a miserable life, and after death also, his condition is not going to be different. Miserable here, miserable hereafter. Therefore, the loving guidance of the Lord is Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Akarya Vyavasthitau Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam. Tasma, therefore, may the scriptures be the guiding light for you. Know what is said in the scriptures, live accordingly. Then you are at peace and you will be a contributor to peace in the whole world. So we have a choice. Walk the path shown by the scriptures and be happy, give happiness to everyone, or ignore this path, be miserable and freely distribute misery to everybody. Choice is given. So therefore, this chapter in this regard is very, very important. Almost all questions in life, it is beautifully handled in this chapter. So we have 6 sessions, Thursday now 1, Friday 2 sessions, Saturday 2 sessions, Sunday 1 session. 6 sessions. Please try to attend as much as possible. How many of you have not heard of 3rd chapter? Never. Please raise your hands. Don't hesitate. Never heard of 3rd chapter. How many of you have heard? Oh, good. Most of you have heard of 3rd chapter. Huh? Oh, you have already heard. Okay. Anyway, so now with this we start the chapter. Repeat once. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Adha Tritiyo Dhyayah. Karma Yoga. Arjuna Uvacha. Jayasi Chet Karmanaste. Mata Buddhir Janardana. Tat kim karmani ghore mam. Niyojayasi Keshava. Together. Jayasi chet karmanaste. Tat kim karmani ghore mam. Niyojayasi Keshava. Vyamishreneva vakyena. Buddhim mohayasiva me. Tadekam vada nischitya. Yena shreyohamapnuyam. Vyamishreneva vakena buddhim mohayaseva me. Tadekam vada nischitya. Yes. The third chapter begins by a question from Arjuna. So what is the question? So in order to understand the question, we will have to briefly see what had happened during second chapter, because third chapter is a continuation of second chapter. So what happened in the second chapter? Arjuna collapses literally on the chariot, saying, Bhagavan, I am confused. How can I fight this war against my teachers, against the elderly people, Bhishma, Drona, etc.? They are worshipful. I will never fight. In fact, I will run away from this battlefield. In fact, I don't want a kingdom stained by the blood of my relatives. But at the same time, Arjuna was completely collapsing. So finally, he says, Bhagavan, please guide me. Karpanya doshopadasvabhavaha pritchami tvam dharma sammudha cheta yachrayasya nishchitam bruhi tanne shishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. Bhagavan, I am totally confused. You say I must fight, but why should I fight? I am confused, please guide me. So from here onwards, actually Bhagavad Gita starts. So what does Bhagavan say? Arjuna, there is a great purpose of life. And what is the purpose? The purpose is to know yourself as you are. The body has to die, but you are not the body. You are the pure consciousness which is immortal, which is infinite bliss, which is of the nature of Satchit Anand, existence, consciousness, bliss. This is your nature. Purpose of life is to know this. And such a person who has known this great truth, he is called a Sthita Prajna. Man of steady wisdom. So Bhagavan glorifies knowledge. Then Bhagavan glorifies the man of knowledge. And then Bhagavan says, therefore Arjuna, fight. No, Arjuna is confused. That confusion is what is expressed in this question. Bhagavan, so what is the question here? Te mata, in your opinion, buddhihi jayasi ched. If you think that this knowledge is the highest compared to action, that is what Bhagavan says. Arjuna, gain this knowledge. Once you gain this knowledge, all suffering will be over. This knowledge, this self-knowledge is the highest. Purpose of life is to gain this knowledge. This is what Bhagavan said. So now Arjuna is saying, Bhagavan, if you consider knowledge to be great, then Tatkim Karmani Gorema Niyojayasi Keshava. Then Bhagavan, why are you asking me to fight this war? And this action is not simple action. It is Ghora Karma, terrible action. On one side you are praising knowledge, on the other side you are asking me to fight this war, perform action. Now please tell me one thing, what should I do? Perform action or gain knowledge? Now if you say by performing action you gain knowledge, I don't see any relationship. I have physics exam. So what am I doing? I am sitting and doing pranayama. Will it make sense? In order to gain the knowledge of physics, what should I do? Study physics. The goal and the means, they are connected. Isn't it? If I want to have a strong body, what should I do? Exercise, go to gym. So exercising the body makes the body strong. The means and the goal, they are connected. Now what is Bhagavan saying? This is what Arjuna understood. Vyamishreyaneva vakyena. Bhagavan, I am completely confused. On one side you are glorifying self-knowledge. You are glorifying the man of self-knowledge. On the other side, you are asking me to fight this war. I am not able to see any relationship. In fact, what you should have told me, Arjuna, come, let us go from here. You meaningless, useless fellows, let them fight and die. We will go to some ashram, we will discuss self-knowledge. Isn't it? In an ashram setting, away from hustle and bustle, away from all kinds of, turmoil. So at the ashram, you sit at my feet. I will give you knowledge, gain knowledge and be happy. You are happy, I am happy. This is what you must say. But on the other hand, what are you asking me to do? Arjuna, fight this war. On one side you are glorifying knowledge. On the other side you are not asking me to gain knowledge. Rather, you are asking me to fight. Ghora karma. Vyamishreyaneva vakyena buddhim mohaya sivame. Bhagavan, it is highly confusing. At least for me it is confusing. Therefore, tad ekam vada nishchitya. Make it very clear. What should I do? Don't give me puzzles to solve. Arjuna, do this. Make it very clear. Yena shreyaha aham apnuyam, by which I can gain shreyas, the ultimate good. So now you will find here that Arjuna is expressing his question, his doubt. Now this is the glory of Hinduism. You are free to ask any question. And you will find that it is this question which Bhagavan is going to elaborate now. The entire chapter is because of this one question. Bhagavan could have said, Tad ekam vada nishchitya, do one. Okay, Arjuna, I am telling you, fight, over. That Bhagavan doesn't do. How beautifully now this question is answered from different standpoints. So this discussion between Arjuna and Krishna, what do we call in Sanskrit? It is called as Samvada. You will find in the end, Om Tat Sat Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre, and then Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. Samvadam it is called. It is called as Samvadam. All the mobiles can be in silent mode so that there is no Sangeetam. You know what is Sangeetam means? So we are talking of Samvadam. All the mobiles can be in silent mode or switch off mode. Right. I know, even then again it will ring. So, you see the way in which discussions can happen. The first one is called samvadam, that is called as dialogue. Next inferior one is called vada. Next one is called jalpa. And the last one is called vitandavada. Have you heard of this? See, so many ways in which, So the first one is samvada. What is samvada? A highly enlightened master having discussion with a sincere seeker, a disciple. So disciple has lot of love and reverence for the teacher, and the teacher has lot of love and affection for the student. So the disciple is asking question and that master is answering those questions. But even when the disciple is not able to understand the answer, he doesn't say Guru is not good. He says, maybe I am not efficient, that is why I am not able to understand. So this kind of divine environment where discussion happens, then that is called as samvada. Next level. What is the next level? Lower level? Vada. What is vada? Vada means discussion. Two equal people having discussion about spirituality. So it is a healthy discussion. What do you mean by healthy discussion? Even when discussion happens, both of them are discussing to know, they are not discussing to argue to win. So both of them come with an open-mindedness, and the moment a person understands, oh, I am wrong, that person is right, immediately he accepts also. Oh, sir, I am really sorry, I was wrong, you were right. So when discussion happens in that healthy environment, then that is called as vada. Next lower one. What is the next lower? Jalpa. What is jalpa? Argument. In argument what happens? I am not interested in knowing, I am interested in winning the argument. So even when I understand other person is right and actually I am wrong, my ego doesn't allow to bow down. I try to prove that I am only right and you are wrong. Though deep down I know that I am wrong. You see? So we say that person argues not to know but to win the argument. In fact, even when the other person is giving explanation, I am not listening to that explanation. I am trying to build counter argument so that I can defeat that person. Then the whole discussion becomes unhealthy. It is better not to waste your time with such people. It is a warning given to all seekers. Many times when we have to discuss spirituality with others, first thing we have to know is whether that other person is open-minded or not. If that other person is not open-minded, you are wasting your time discussing spiritual matter with that person. If that other person is open-minded, we can help. As they say, a sleeping person you can wake up, but a person who is pretending to sleep, you can never wake up. So, samvada, vada, jalpa, what is the last one? Vitandavada. You know what is Vitandavada? Here, this person has no standpoint of his own. His only goal is whatever the other person says, I have to refute it, say that no, you are wrong. Even before that person has said it, this man is ready to refute it. So where do we find it? In politics. In politics, whatever the ruling party does, the opposition party is there to oppose. That is called as Vitandavada. That is the worst. So the last two should completely go away. Jalpa and Vitandavada, never entertain yourself. It's a waste of time. Samvada or Vada alone should be encouraged. Now here what is happening? Arjuna and Krishna, it is Samvada. You see, Bhagavan, I have this doubt. Nothing wrong in asking question. But even when that question is asked, you see, Vyamishrena eva, as though, Bhagavan, I know you are not trying to confuse me. I know you are sincerely trying to clear my doubt. But I feel so. So with this question, the chapter begins. What is the question? Are you clear about the question? Many times we want a perfect answer, but question is not clear to us. Question should be very clear. What is the question asked by Arjuna? Bhagavan, on one side you are glorifying knowledge, on the other side you are asking me to perform action. You are not asking me to gain knowledge. If knowledge you consider supreme, then why don't you ask me to gain knowledge? Rather, you are asking me to perform action. I am not able to understand this. Glorifying something, but asking me to do something else. Is the question clear? Yes. Now let us see the answer. Next one. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Lokesmin dvividha nishtha Pura prokta maya nakha Jnana yogena sankhyanam Karma yogena yoginam Lokesmin dvividha nishtha Pura prokta maya nakha Yes. When Arjuna asks this question, see the way Bhagavan is addressing Arjuna. What is the name given here? Anagha. Anagha. Agha means sin. So Anagha means what? Oh, sinless one. You will always find Bhagavan, the way he addresses Arjuna, is all sweet words. Hey Anagha, hey Partha, hey Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, hey Mahabaho, mighty armed one. Bhagavan never say, oh fool, what kind of question? I have made it so clear. No. You see? This particular thing, Arjuna, when Bhagavan leaves Arjuna, when Bhagavan, gives up the body, in Bhagavatam you come, Arjuna literally breaks down, remembering all this. Never even once Bhagavan has used some bad words against him. He would always be using such sweet words. His words have been always very, very sweet, loving. Hey Anagha, O sinless one. I understand that you are asking this with a genuine interest to know. Not to question the teacher, not to judge the teacher, not having any doubt regarding the knowledge of the teacher. No. Your doubt is genuine, I understand. Your heart is pure. From that sincere desire to know the truth, you are asking this question. O sinless one, let me answer this for you. Asmin loke dvividha nishtha aham pura prokta, maya pura prokta. Arjuna, in this world, I have given Dividha Nishtha, 2 paths. Pura, from the beginning of this world itself, I have clearly given 2 paths. Now here Krishna means who? Not that individual, but the Lord of the universe. He is speaking. Here Krishna means Lord of the universe, not that human being. Arjuna, from the beginning of this time itself, beginning of this world itself, I have given 2 paths, Dvividha Nishtha. What are the 2 paths, Bhagavan? Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. 2 paths. What are the 2 paths? One path is the path for the beginner. The other path is the path for the advanced seeker. You cannot have same path for beginner and advanced, isn't it? Can you have same syllabus for a beginner student and an advanced student? No. We have different syllabus depending upon the ability of the student. For kindergarten, maybe LKG, UKG, first grade, A for apple, B for ball. That's how you study. Then slowly, the syllabus becomes more and more advanced. First addition, then subtraction, then multiplication, then finally integration, differentiation, advanced mathematics. Correct? So the LKG level, E for elephant. For the advanced level, E equal to MC square. Both, see, the letters are the same. E, M, C and all that. But there is a huge difference in the meaning. Isn't it? Depending upon the ability to understand, the syllabus also change. So in the same way, Bhagavan says, for the beginners I have given this path. What is the path? Karma Yogena Yogina. For the beginners in spirituality, I have given this path of Karma Yoga. And for the advanced, Jnana Yogena Sankhyana. For the advanced student, I have given the path of Jnana Yoga or Dhyana Yoga. The path of knowledge or the path of meditation. So what are the 2 paths? For the beginners, it is the path of action. For the advanced, it is the path of knowledge or path of meditation. 2 paths. So naturally a question will come, Bhagavan, in which category do I belong? Isn't it? Everybody wants to qualify for the advanced. Nobody wants to be a beginner. All of us say, I think I am advanced one. That litmus test, you can test it for yourself. Bhagavan will tell you later. So one is the path for the beginners, other is the path for the advanced. What is the path for the beginners? Karma Yoga. What is the path for the advanced? Jnana Yoga, path of knowledge. Now what is Bhagavan saying? Definitely one thing is for sure, there will be a temptation to bypass the, what you call, Karma Yoga and directly go to Jnana Yoga. Is this bypassing possible? Let us see. Next verse. Na karmana manarambhat Naishkarmyam purushosnute Nacha sanyasanadeva Siddhim samadhigacchati Na karmana manarambha Naishkarmyam purushosnute Nacha sanyasanadeva eva siddhim samadhigacchati. Yes. So for the beginners, it is path of action. For the advanced, it is path of knowledge. Now, Bhagavan is giving a warning to all the seekers. This is a warning verse. A verse on warning. What is a warning? Na karmanam anarambhat naishkarmyam purushaha asnute. A person doesn't reach the state of perfection by karmanam anarambhat, by running away from action, by dropping the action. That state of perfection is called, the term used here is naishkarmya, the state of actionlessness. The highest state of perfection is a state of actionlessness. Now, that state of actionlessness can never be achieved by giving up action. Nacha sanyasana siddhim samadhigacchati, nor by taking sannyas. When do people generally take sannyas? When this family life becomes too much, there is so much of misery, then run away from wife, children. Because of all these people, I am fed up, I am miserable. There is so much of stress, tension in the work field, in the family front. Therefore, how to come out of these problems? Run away. That is what is being said here. Na sanyasana, Bhagavan says you cannot solve the problem by running away from the problem. You see, that is not the way to solve the problem. Many people have done this. They are called escapists. They escape from life. Problems are there in the family, in profession, in the society. This problem is creating disturbance in the mind. So, what is the best way to put an end to this disturbance? Run away. Where? Himalayas. Nobody is there to disturb. Beg food and eat. And sadhus, anyway, people are there to feed you. They will fall at your feet, do namaskar, give money also, and feed you also. What else you want? You see, Bhagavan knew. So therefore he is giving a warning. Escapism will not help. Why it will not help? Many times we think we are suffering because of the people around us. But actually, what is the truth? The truth is not that I am suffering because of the people around me. The truth is I am suffering because of my own negative reaction towards people around me. It's a fact. So where is the problem? Problem is not with the people, problem is with my own mind. Now, can you escape from your mind? You may escape from people around, but you cannot escape from your mind. Even if you go to the remotest place in the Himalayas, bury yourself in some cave, even there also, your eternal companion is with you. Who is your eternal companion? Your own mind. Now, if that mind is a terrible mind, then you will have a terrible companion. If that mind is a beautiful mind, and you will have a beautiful companion. This is the whole of spirituality. Spirituality is not about running away from people, running away from problems, challenges. Spirituality is all about remaining amidst challenges and attaining peace. This is the challenge. If you put a stone in water, what will happen? Suppose there's a pool of water. What will happen? There are ripples, isn't it? Ripples will depend upon the size of the stone. Big stone, big ripple. Correct? Not only the ripples are with great magnitude, its duration also goes on and on. But suppose instead of water, you have a pool of tar. You put the stone. What will happen? At the most, maybe one ripple. The ripple just disappears. Yes or no? You see, the same stone is falling in water, the same stone is falling in tar. But see the difference. One is full of ripples, the other hardly has any ripple. What is the metaphor here? Mind is that liquid. Stone is the external challenge coming from the world. And what is that ripple? Disturbance in the mind. And what is the magnitude of the ripple? Intensity of disturbance in the mind. And what is the duration of that ripple? Duration of disturbance in the mind. Yes or no? Now, in water, there are so many ripples. In tar, there is no ripple. Why? In the language of science, we say tar is more viscous, thick. And a thick liquid resists change, resists disturbance. In the same way, as you grow in spirituality, what happens? As far as the falling stone is concerned, you have no choice. It will keep coming from the world. Situations will keep coming, challenges will coming, but there is a choice. What is the choice? Not to have ripple is our choice. In a mature mind, ripples are minimum. In an immature mind, ripples are maximum. This is the whole of spirituality. How do I know that I am growing in spirituality? How do I know? Even when the storm of challenges, problems fall, yes, one or two ripples, and then the mind is quiet. Then you know for sure you are truly a mature person. But suppose going on thinking, there is something called whirlpool. What is the meaning of whirlpool? Something negative has happened and constantly mind is thinking about it. I don't know why that person did it to me. I don't like that person. How dare you do such a thing? Constantly mind is. So where is the mind going? Downwards. When something negative happens, constantly you are thinking about that person. It's a whirlpool. You have important things to do, but now because of your extreme attachment to that particular situation or that person or whatever, the mind is no more available. It is going on thinking all negative things. Either the mind is whirlpooling or it is whirlwinding. Whirlwind, it is high. In whirlwind, the mind goes high. In whirlpool, mind goes low. One thing is for sure, mind is not in touch with the ground reality. Yes or no? This is what happens. What is spirituality? Spirituality is bringing the mind to the present, paying attention to the work in hand, at hand, not allowing the mind to wander here and there. That is the whole of spirituality. But for that, you need to have a very healthy mind. What is the sign of a healthy mind? It is handling a situation, and once the situation is over, it is able to withdraw the mind from the situation without any hangover, without getting stuck there. An unhealthy mind is a sticky mind. It sticks to the past. Something has happened, again and again it goes to the past. And when the mind goes to the past, what is happening? It is missing the present. It is messing up with the present. What is a healthy mind? When a situation is there, you handle the situation. Once the situation is over, you withdraw the mind from the situation and be ready for the next situation. So that is why many times a healthy mind is compared like a mirror. What does a mirror do? When it is in front of a particular scene, it reflects that. But the moment that mirror is taken away from that scene, that mirror doesn't hang on to that past scene. It has dropped that and it is now available for the present. How quickly the mirror changes from one scene to another. A healthy mind is compared with that. That's how the mind should be. So, because a situation is giving problem to me, some people are giving problem to me, I am not happy in my professional life, I am not happy in my family life, therefore give it up and run away. Are you solving the problem? No. Escapism is not the solution suggested by spirituality. So therefore, what is Bhagavan saying here? Remain in the world. In fact, Arjuna is also doing the same thing. Bhagavan, let us go away from here. I will not fight. Bhagavan said, no, you must remain here. You see, that is the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, the whole of spirituality is given in the battlefield. Every one of us, we are also in a battlefield only. Family front is also a battlefield. Professional front is a battlefield. All these are battlefields only. We have our own battles to wage. So this verse is beautiful. Arjuna, running away from the world is not the way to perfection. The way to perfection is being in the world, facing all those challenges and facing those challenges in a beautiful way. Learn this first. First, learn how to live in the world. Then only comes the next stage of renouncing the world. Exactly like the pole vault. You know the pole vaults? That sports. What do? You run, you have a pole in your hand, and then you place it on the ground. Then as the pole straightens up, you climb and finally drop the pole. In the same way, make use of the world, make use of the situations in this world, challenges of the world to purify the mind and finally go to that advanced state. This is what Bhagavan says. Continuing. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jato tishthatya karma krita karyate hyavashah karma sarvah prakriti jairgunaihi nahi kaschit kshanamapi jato tishtatya karma krita karyate hyavasha karma sarva prakriti jairunai. So earlier Bhagavan had used this term Naishkarmyam. Naishkarmyam means what? State of actionlessness. The highest state is the state of actionlessness. Now, when you hear this term actionlessness, what comes to the mind? Sitting without doing anything. That is not the meaning. Okay? That is not the meaning. That meaning we will discuss later. That's what Bhagavan says. Just by sitting quietly, you are not being actionless. Nahi kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karma. Nobody can become actionless by not doing anything. In fact, the moment you are with the body, you cannot be free of action. It is impossible. Then what is that state of actionlessness? That is a totally different meaning. When you hear this term, state of actionlessness, okay, not doing anything, sitting quiet. No. I remember a beautiful story. You know, Aesop's fable. What do you call it? Aesop. A-E-S-O-P. There is a beautiful story there. So there was this eagle which was sitting on top of a tree. Eagle was sitting on top of a tree. So a rabbit comes. Rabbit asks this eagle, Eagle, can I also sit like you, doing nothing? Eagle was sitting there, doing nothing. So what did this rabbit ask? Eagle, can I also sit like you, doing nothing? Eagle said, yeah, why not? The rabbit also sat under the tree. In no time, one fox comes, catches it and takes it. The moral of the story. If you have to sit doing nothing, you must be sitting very, very high. Over. Message is over. It's like Zen story. It's over. State of actionlessness is not becoming free from action. State of actionlessness is that state where you are not identified with the instruments of action. This is the meaning. You are identified with the actionless self. That is called as the state of actionlessness. At the body level, you can be highly active and still you can remain actionless. On the other hand, as far as an ignorant person is concerned, he is there sitting at the seat of meditation, physically actionless. But is there action? Of course, yes, his mind is wandering everywhere. Rather, he is trying not to do anything. That trying not to do anything is also action only. You see? So the fourth chapter, that discussion comes. Karmanya karmayah pasye akarmani cha karmayah sabuddhiman manusyeshu sayuktah kritsna karma. The one who sees action in inaction and inaction in action, such a person is wise among them. Anyway, that is not the topic. So here Bhagavan says, not even for a moment a person can be inactive at the physical level. Karyate yavashah karma sarva prakriti jair gunaihi. Everybody is forced to perform action because of their innate tendencies. Now Bhagavan, please tell me, How will I know whether I belong to the beginners category or I belong to the advanced category? How will I know? Because you have said that for the beginners I have given one path, for the advanced I have given another path. Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. How will I know? Now this next verse is that litmus test. How will I know? Let us chant. Karmendriyani sanyamya ya aste manasa smaran indriyarthan vimudhatma mityacharasya uchyate. Karmendriyani sanyamya ya aste manasa smaran indriyarthan mityacharasya uchyate. Karmendriyani sanyamya. All the karma indriyas, the organs of action, controlling. What are the organs of action? Hands, legs, etc. Sanyamya. Yes, the body is completely under control. It is motionless. This man is sitting for meditation. Body absolutely motionless. So, people who look at him say, oh, what a great yogi, great meditator he is. His body doesn't move. But what is happening inside? Ya aste manasa smaran. What is his mind doing? Smaran. Mind is wandering. Where? Indriyarthan. Into the all objects of pleasures, sense objects. The mind is wandering. What does Bhagavan call him? Mithyachara. He is a hypocrite. So this is the test. What is the test? At the seat of meditation, how much control do I have upon my own mind? This is the test. At the seat of meditation, with respect to thoughts, am I controlling the thoughts or are the thoughts controlling me? This is the test. So as far as a beginner category is concerned, what is his condition? He is getting dragged by his thoughts. He has no control over his thoughts. Thoughts are coming and he is being dragged. Like a person sitting on a horse, wild horse, and he doesn't have the reins also. So what is his condition? He will go where the horse go. That is not called as horse riding. Question is, who is riding? Who is riding whom? This is the test. On the other hand, advanced person is a person, he chooses the thoughts. Number one, he is able to detect the thoughts, observe the thoughts, detect the thoughts. He is able to replace the negative thought with the positive thought. So much of freedom is seen. So much of freedom is there for an advanced seeker. He is able to observe his mind. He is able to observe his thoughts. He is able to detect the negative thoughts. He also knows why this thought is negative. He also knows what happens if these negative thoughts are given freedom. How dangerous it is. And therefore, he is able to replace the negative with the positive. If this much of freedom you can exercise at the seat of meditation, then alone you can be called advanced. Such a person need not do anything. Let him work with his mind, because he is capable of refining his mind, reforming his mind. What about the other person? He sits. Observe your thoughts. Which thoughts, Swamiji? I am not seeing any thoughts. You know, the dull, gross mind, you can't even detect your thoughts. Observing your thought itself is a great achievement. When the mind is impure, when the mind is extroverted, even to sit quietly becomes difficult. Forget about meditation. The mind is so restless that sitting quietly also becomes a big task. So now you understand what is beginner, what is advanced. What is the difference? In a beginner category, he is not able to control his mind. In an advanced category, to a great extent, he is able to control his mind. Yes, if you are able to achieve this, then you can skip Karma Yoga. At the seat of meditation, you are very clearly seeing your thoughts. You are able to transform those thoughts, eliminate the negative thoughts, substitute it with positive thoughts, entertain all those positive thoughts. Your thoughts are under your control. If this is what you see at the seat of meditation, then Karma Yoga is not for you. But is this our condition? No, sir. Therefore, if you are not even able to observe your thoughts, sitting and snoring off, either you will snore off or you will wander off with the wandering mind. If this is what is happening, then you are not yet fit for meditation. In fact, you will find that 99.9999% of the people will fall under this category. So therefore, Arjuna, if this is what you see at the seat of meditation, then don't waste your time sitting in meditation for hours together. Because then you are not going higher, you are devolving. Because you become more and more tamasic, lazy. You are wasting your time. Nothing is happening. Exactly like you are pressing the accelerator, but the wheel is just rotating. Vehicle is not moving because it is stuck somewhere. Is there any point in pressing the accelerator then? Only the fuel is getting wasted. Isn't it? In the same way, just because you are sitting for meditation doesn't mean you are progressing spirituality. This is a necessary qualification. So now you can grade yourself depending upon the quality of your meditation, where you fall, beginner or advanced. The test is the seat of meditation. What are you doing at the seat of meditation? You see? In fact, what will happen is, if you are truly meditating, there is a tremendous joy, peace, fulfillment after meditation. Because you are doing what you are supposed to do. If you are able to replace negative thought with positive thought, what will you experience? Peace or peacelessness? Peace. You see? This is a law. When your thoughts are good and noble, mind is at peace. When your thoughts are ignoble, impure, mind is disturbed. So every time you are replacing the negative thoughts with positive thoughts, every time you are replacing wrong thinking with right thinking, there is a surge of peace. There is a surge of joy, of clarity, of alertness, of fulfillment. That joy itself is a proof that meditation is happening in the right way. You will be moving towards Satchidananda if you are meditating properly. Sat means existence. Chit means awareness, consciousness. Ananda means bliss. Is your experience of bliss increasing? Is your level of alertness increasing? If there is more and more sense of being, experience of that state of being, then yes, meditation is good. But if you are just sitting there, many times you say, Swamiji, I think I meditated. What do you mean, I think I meditated? That means you slept. If you are doubtful of your meditation, then that is not meditation. Because the necessary condition of meditation is chit should happen. Chit means awareness. If I am not even aware that I meditated, know for sure you slept off. Sleep will definitely refresh. You have misunderstood refreshment of sleep as refreshment of meditation. Unconsciously meditation can never happen. Unconsciously sleep can happen. You don't have to be conscious for sleeping. But you cannot be unconscious while meditating. Because conscious awareness itself is meditation. Most of us in the name of meditation, what we do is sleeping only. This is the first obstacle, laya. If you are able to win over this obstacle, then comes the second obstacle. What is the second obstacle? Vikshepa, wandering mind. Inability to control the wandering mind. Mind is wandering and in fact, I am not even aware that mind is wandering. I am positively encouraging the wandering of mind because I am interested in what that mind is bringing, different thoughts and different fields. I am pressing the accelerator and thus helping the mind to wander, and I am not even aware that mind is wandering. And suddenly after half an hour I become aware. Oh, what am I doing? You see? So laya and vikshepa, two major obstacles. If these things are seen prominently, then the advanced path is not for you. You are fit only for the beginners. Then don't worry, for the beginners also we have a path. And that path is the path of Karma Yoga. Suppose that person, he has no control over the mind, but he is sitting hours together. Meditation. Hypocrite. Hypocrite means what? Others think that he is a great yogi, but is he a great yogi? No. Inside something, outside something else. Mithyachara sauchyate. Now what is happening? He is becoming more and more lazy. Now what is happening? Purity of mind is not happening at all. He is not evolving at all. He is just wasting his time. On the other hand, what he should do, when he comes to know that at the seat of meditation nothing is happening, what he should do? Next verse. Yastvindriyani manasa niyamyarabhate Arjuna कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते यस्त्विन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभतेऽर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगम् असक्तः स विशिष्यते. Yaha tu, on the other hand, tu means on the other hand. On the other hand means which hand? So compared to this first case, this hypocrite, he is sitting in the name of meditation, he is just sleeping there. On the other hand, Indriyani manasaniyamya karmendriyehi karmayogam arabhate. On the other hand, the one who just gets up, fine, meditation is not for me, I am not able to do it. Gets up and does karma yoga, enters into the field of activity, performs his duties, responsibilities, not wasting time in the name of meditation. Asakta, unattached, in the right spirit, in the spirit of karma yoga, savishishyate, he progresses. You see? So here is one person takes up advanced path without qualification, no progress. Another person takes up the beginner's path, but he progresses. You see the difference? So this is the glory of Karma Yoga. See how Bhagavan is beautifully introducing the topic of Karma Yoga. Now what is Karma Yoga will come later. But first we have to understand why Karma Yoga. Next verse. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajyayo hyakarmanah sharirayatra pichate na prasiddhyeda karmanah niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajyayo hyakarmanah Niyatam kuru karmatvam. Arjuna, you just do your duties. Even mere performance of duties. Karma jyaya akarmana. Far better is doing your duty compared to not doing anything and sitting in the name of meditation. So which is the worst? Akarma, not doing anything. Which is better? Karma. Which is even better? Karma Yoga. Arjuna, if you just sit, not doing anything in the name of meditation, even to have a healthy physical body is not possible for you. Sharira yatra pichate na prasiddhyed akarmana. Lazy fellows also can use meditation as an excuse. What are doing? Meditation. He doesn't want to do anything. You see, he is so lazy, no physical exercise. So now what does he do? In the name of meditation, he is pampering his laziness only. Sharira yatra, even to have a good physical body, it is not possible if you don't perform action. So the worst is inaction, not doing anything. Tamas. Better is action, whatever their action may be, selfish action, doesn't matter. But Arjuna, there is a way in which duties can be done so that all the negative aspects of performing action one can come out. What is that? That is Karma Yoga. That is the next verse, which is verse number 9. Now, verse number 9, we are going to elaborate it for a long time because that is a key verse, the central verse of this chapter. Let us chant that verse. Yajñārthāt karmaṇonyatra Lokoyam karma bandhanaha Tadartham karma kaunteya Mukta sangas samachara Yajñārthāt karmaṇonyatra Lokoyam karma bandhanaha Tadartham karma kaunteya Yes. Arjuna, perform action for what? Yajñārtham, for the sake of yajna. Otherwise, what will happen? Ayam loka karma bandhanaha. If actions are performed without the spirit of yajna, it will lead to karma bandhana, bondage. So therefore, Arjuna, tadartham karma kaunteya, yajñārtham karma kaunteya, perform action for yajna, mukta sangha, free from attachment, samachara, do it well. Then actions will not bind you. In fact, actions will purify the mind, and with such a pure mind, you can go to the next advanced state of meditation. This is the way to live your life. Perform action with the right attitude so that the action purifies the mind. With such a pure mind, meditate and realize the self and be free. This is how it has to be done. Now, this topic is the main central topic of this chapter. We will discuss it tomorrow. Tomorrow what? 9 to 10:30. Right. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om
बोले श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की
Jai.
गीता भैया की
Jai.
So please authority will send this Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Everybody would